when you take a look at this graph, guys, this is, again, hypothetically speaking, it's not something that's completely accurate. It's not at all. It's just to get this mindset behind you. And I was actually chatting to one of the lads about the last set, and he's looking at it here again, so he found this very, very helpful. I was actually going to leave it out, but I said I'd put it in again. Okay, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, for someone who is maintaining their weight on 2,000 calories, okay? Now, what happens is, they take their calories, the red line here, and they just say, fuck it, we'll drop them to half. Some crazy figure. They're probably following some diet plan that has them on a starvation type thing where they're eating 1,000 or whatever it might be. Or else they just decide to take 1,000 calories out of their diet or whatever. Or they're following some meal plan they got on Google of their friend who lost a few pounds or something like that. So, they drop calories right down. Okay? Now, what happens is, your metabolic rate, like we talked about earlier, and your body fat levels will come down. So your rate comes down, your body fat levels come down. Okay? Now, this is the time where something happens here. This could be weeks to months. Alright? So let's say we've 8 to 12 weeks here, roughly speaking. The person is absolutely deprived of everything under the sun. All they can think about is food, and they say, fuck it. Overnight, they go back to the way they used to eat. They're off their shakes or their magic diet, whatever it might be, okay? Their calories go back up, right? But the problem is, because you do such a big jump so fast, that their metabolic rate cannot handle that jump. So the metabolic rate slowly comes back up. Because your body is so sensitive and so easily prepared for weight regain, your body fat levels can come up a lot quicker. So look at the disconnect here from where we started. Now, the person's like, I'm actually after putting on more weight. My body fat levels are actually gone up more than before. What do? They look for the next shiny pill or the next magic thing. They might go back to the same diet again, but usually they look for another one. Boom, calories dropped again. Doesn't matter, whatever it is, whether it's food or shakes, whatever. Now the metabolic rate hasn't even gotten a chance to catch up to where it used to be. So they've reloaded it again from where they started in the first place. So, boom, calories are back down. Metabolic rate cannot go back up. How can it? You're not giving it the energy it needs to. So it stays coming down. Your body fat will come down again to a fraction, but the problem is it will never get back, it'll never get down to where you want it. What will the person do? They'll probably either get onto a coach and hopefully fix themselves, or they'll probably go even lower calories. And you can see what happens to that is that metabolic rate will keep declining. Someone goes back to where they start from there, this level will go up again. The metabolic rate will never catch it back up. So every time they do that, well, if they go back to 2,000 calories, hypothetically speaking, they'll gain weight. It may come back up over time after they've a good bit of weight gain, a good bit of body fat gained, and if they're training right, they can bring it back to normality levels. But their metabolic rate will never catch back up properly unless they do it right. So you can see that stuff over time, like, and how that works. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, like, you can see this here as like an overfeeding phase. We could call it the fuck it phase, binge phase, whatever you want to call it. But you can see how big the disconnect is, like. Boom. Again, I could put that in an easy graph, but it's just to show you the way the calories work, diets work, body fat levels work, what your metabolic rate works, alright? That's all that is. Any questions with that, guys?